Season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Check out!
Luck on first down. Ebron caught left side. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
And 7 yards to go. Check out! Ready!
From the gun, here's Love. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check out!
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Hunt.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
No. White. Alpha.
Check right. Watching the ball.
On play action, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Done. 380.
Mike. You better be afraid of me.
Eddie Hunt. White. Eddie Hunt.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is the Chargers punter now. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
30 seconds. Wide. 622.
Check.
Monday.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke looking deep down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
Red Delta!
55, Mike 55.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
15.
55 to life. Hey.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd and 1 for Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Block 11.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Get him, boy.
Set. Round 80.
55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Get hot.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41 Mike. Watch the curve.
From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
Get ready.
And the Colts getting ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Rivers again. And he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, Haywood!
Mark 55! Mark 55! 3 buzz. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. There's a party now.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Love. And this one complete right side to Funchess. A gain there of 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Love. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Luck rolling to his right. Funchess has it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
58 to Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. 58 to Mike.
The final shot before the break. Lock. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 79! 79! General West! Hey, Rocket!
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, box truck! Red! White, 89!
From the 29, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, ready, son!
Now Gordon on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, go Orange. Orange. Go!
Get that quarterback. And all Mike.
Behind!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch his flag. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Shift. Left to right.
Caught left side, Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They don't
It's a gain of 5.
keep
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Let's get it.
All right. Black 11!
I'm going to come back to you. Alert flare.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
55.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. It's caught by Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got his man, Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Mack. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Danico Autry is in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jabal Sheard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
0. Buffalo left. Get on!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's long. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it's going to be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Cut! Block 15!
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Now Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Stop your whining.
He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Delta!
Check 55, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Keep it skinny.
Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Chargers first down.
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Block 11!
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Wait, 89!
Rivers to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from long, very long range. whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, check right. Load it.
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. Slam.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check out. Right, 40.
I'm going to run you over.
First throw in overtime for Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Indianapolis, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.